12. Affordable tiny homes you never knew existed. It is kind of wild how tiny homes went from a fringe idea to one of the smartest ways to live without drowning in bills. Every time I dive into this world, I find designs so creative that I have to remind myself they are real homes and not concepts from some futuristic architecture magazine. Today's lineup is filled with tiny homes you probably never knew existed. Homes that combine clever engineering, smart layouts, and surprising comfort in spaces small enough to fit on lots most people overlook. These are the kind of places that make you rethink what home even means, and you might even catch yourself imagining which one you could see yourself living in someday. The Cedar Ridge Micro Cabin. The Cedar Ridge Micro Cabin looks simple at first glance, but stepping inside feels like walking into a warm, compact retreat that makes the most out of every inch. The wood grain runs through the interior in a way that makes the space feel inviting rather than cramped, and the loft layout gives it a surprisingly airy feel. Some people assume tiny cabins feel closed in, but this one opens up with tall windows that brighten the whole space naturally. It strikes this balance between rustic style and clean practicality, making it a place that feels just as fitting for weekend escapes as for everyday living. Haven Box Steel Mini Home. The Haven Box takes the shipping container concept and twists it into something sleeker, creating a steel-framed mini home that feels solid and modern without losing warmth. The insulated panels keep the temperature steady, and the minimalist interior design gives the whole space a calm, uncluttered vibe. Many people expect container homes to feel industrial, but this one softens the edges with warm lighting and smooth finishes that make it feel surprisingly cozy. The layout manages to fit essential living areas without making anything feel cramped, which is a pleasant surprise for a home with such clean lines. It is the kind of space that grows on you the longer you stay in it. The Oak Nest Timber Loft Pod. The Oak Nest Pod takes the idea of loft living and wraps it in timber curves that give the home a gentle, almost sculpted feeling. The natural wood interior adds a softness that makes the space feel like a peaceful retreat rather than a small box. Some people think curved designs steal usable space, but the arches actually create more openness and make the loft feel easier to move around. The windows draw in outside light in a way that makes mornings feel fresh and evenings feel warm. It is a tiny home that feels intentionally calming, almost like a personal hideaway you can take anywhere. Skylark A-Frame Micro Home. The Skylark A-Frame mini home captures that classic cabin silhouette but compresses it into a size that still feels surprisingly spacious. The high central peak gives you an open headspace that makes the home feel bigger than the square footage suggests. While A-frames sometimes steal wall space, this one uses clever built-ins to give every corner a clear purpose. The oversized front window pulls in tons of natural light, creating a bright, cozy atmosphere even during cloudy days. It has that nostalgic forest cabin feel, but in a lightweight form that fits almost anywhere without feeling like a compromise. The Willowwood Expandable Tiny Home. The Willowwood Expandable Home is one of those clever designs that surprises you when you see it unfold. At first, it looks compact and simple, but the expanding sections slide out smoothly to reveal a larger living area than you would ever guess from the outside. People often assume expandable homes feel flimsy, but the build has a grounded, sturdy feel that settles into place securely. Inside, the extra width opens room for comfortable furniture and a smoother flow between each area. It is one of those homes that makes you stop and wonder how the engineers managed to fit so much functional space into something that starts so small. Moss Hollow Off-Grid Hut. The Moss Hollow Hut leans into the off-grid lifestyle with a design that feels earthy and grounded without sacrificing comfort. The natural materials mixed with compact systems give the interior a warm, sustainable charm that makes it feel connected to its surroundings. Some off-grid tiny homes can feel overly bare, but this one manages a clean, lived-in warmth that feels welcoming the moment you step inside. The layout stays open enough to feel breathable, and the simplicity of the design makes day-to-day living easy and uncluttered. The Arkwing Micro Loft Home. The Arkwing Micro Loft takes a modern approach with slanted lines and bold angles that give it a striking silhouette. Inside, the angled ceiling lifts the room visually, giving it much more presence than you would expect from its footprint. People sometimes assume modern micro-homes feel cold, but the interior uses warm details and soft tones to balance the sharpie exterior. The loft sleeping area has a tucked-away feel that still gets natural light, making it cozy without feeling closed off. It feels like a small modern apartment hidden in a sculptural shell. Riverstone Trailside Cabin Pod. The Riverstone Trailside Pod feels like a tiny lodge that you might stumble across deep in the woods, except this one is fully portable. The stone-toned finishes inside give the space a grounded, earthy personality, blending comfort with a touch of ruggedness. Even though it is compact, the layout feels practical and intuitive, making it surprisingly easy to settle into. Many people expect these pod structures to feel basic, but this one feels more like a small retreat with thoughtful touches that make it comfortable for longer stays. It creates a sense of getaway no matter where you place it. The Silver Maple Rolling Cottage. The Silver Maple Rolling Cottage is built on wheels, but the interior feels more like a small countryside home than anything mobile. The soft wood textures and open floor approach create a welcoming feel that makes the space immediately comfortable. Some mobile homes feel cramped with narrow pathways, but this one keeps a smooth flow between each area without squeezing anything into awkward places. The cottage-like atmosphere makes it feel like a tiny vacation home you can take wherever you want. The Sunray Mini Studio House. The Sunray Mini Studio House takes a bright, open concept and makes it work in a surprisingly small space. Large windows stretch around the room, filling the home with constant light that makes the interior feel bigger and fresher. People often expect studio layouts to struggle with clutter, but the built-in designs help keep everything neat and functional. The space feels clean and modern, perfect for someone who wants something simple but stylish. Pine Hollow Box Loft. The Pine Hollow Box Loft takes a straightforward rectangular shape and transforms it into a compact home with a surprising sense of height and space. The vertical layout draws your eyes upward, making the loft feel larger than it looks on paper. The interior uses warm woods and soft accents to turn the simplicity of the box shape into something comfortable and inviting. People often think box-style designs feel plain, but this one adds enough character to make the layout feel purposeful and cozy. The Meadowpod Modular Cabin. The Meadowpod cabin uses a modular design that connects each section in a smooth, seamless flow. What stands out most is how balanced the interior feels, with each modular zone creating its own comfortable nook without interrupting the openness of the layout. Many modular tiny homes can feel disjointed, but this one blends each section with enough continuity to feel natural. The soft lighting and warm surfaces make it feel relaxing, giving the entire cabin a calm, restful energy. If any of these tiny homes sparked your imagination or made you picture yourself living a simpler, more intentional lifestyle, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment about which one stood out to you. Your support helps the channel grow and lets me keep bringing you the most interesting finds from the world of small space living. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.